FIFA Club World Cup round of 16 is done. Only 8 teams remain. In this first of 2 videos, we'll recap how the teams got here, what went down in the round of 16, and give a quick preview of the quarterfinals ahead. If you haven't been keeping up, this is the right place for you to catch up. Ciao everyone, I'm Ricky, welcome to Between the Lines. No cliches, no echo chamber, no recycled narrative, just fresh angle on the world of football, Calcio and Juventus. If that sounds like your game, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a story. Now let's get into it. In this video, we'll go through the left side of this bracket, starting with an all-Brazilian showdown between Palmeiras and Botafogo. Both teams came in with high confidence, with Palmeiras topping Group A and Botafogo beating European champions PSG to finish as runner-up of Group B. Both teams had been relying on solid defenses throughout their group stage, each only conceding 2 goals. But going forward, neither had been firing in all cylinders, and it showed. The match remained tied at 0-0 for 90 minutes until Paulinho scored the only goal in the 100th minute. It was a tight match with possession and chances split almost evenly. And with domestic rivalry adding extra spice, the match proved to be a feisty one, with both teams getting 6 yellow cards each, and Palmeiras centre-back Gomez receiving a second booking late in the extra time. All eyes were on Palmeiras wonderkid Estevao, who is set to move to Chelsea after the Club World Cup, but so far he hasn't set this tournament alight. On current form, it's hard to see him breaking into Chelsea's first team just yet. That said, he's about to get the perfect chance to show his future club what he can do, because Palmeiras is set to meet Chelsea in the quarterfinals. Chelsea were dominant against Benfica, controlling the possession and having more than twice as many shots on target. It was a surprisingly one-sided game, especially considering Benfica not only topped Group C ahead of early favorite Bayern Munich, they also defeated Bayern 1-0 in their encounter. Chelsea, meanwhile, came through Group D as runner-up to Flamengo. Chelsea was cruising for 85 minutes before an unexpected complication arose. The match was delayed for close to 2 hours due to severe lightning storm. At the time of the interruption, Chelsea was leading 1-0 thanks to Reece James' free kick in the 64th minute. When play resumed, Benfica, who had been outplayed prior to the delay, managed to equalize. Angel Di Maria converted a 95th minute penalty to take the match into extra time. Benfica, however, couldn't carry the momentum into extra time. They soon lost Gianluca Prestiani for a second yellow card offense in the 92nd minute. Chelsea quickly took advantage of the extra man and scored 3 goals in succession through Christopher Nkunku, Pedro Neto, and Dewsbury Hall to finish the game 4-1. So that sets up the first quarterfinal between Palmeiras and Chelsea. Let's go to the other side of the bracket. It's a tale of 2 underdogs. First up, Inter versus Fluminense. The winner of Group E takes on the runner-up of Group F. Fluminense's path through Group F wasn't convincing. They managed just 1 win against the bottom side Ulsan Hyundai and failed to score in their 2 other matches, goalless draws against Dortmund and Mamelodi Sundowns. Not exactly impressive, but it was enough to get them through. Inter came as the recent finalist of the UEFA Champions League, though they ended up losing 5-0 to PSG, in the biggest margin of defeat ever in the Champions League final. Their manager Simone Inzaghi, who took them to 2 UCL final, resigning soon after the last defeat, Inter arrived at the Club World Cup with a newly promoted youth team manager in charge, Christian Kivu. With all the turmoil behind the scene, it is perhaps not surprising that their run through Group E had not been smooth sailing. Inter's uncertain form continued against Fluminense. Their quality as compared to their opponent were easily apparent, as was in their group matches. However, they seemed to not show the confidence, the swagger that oozed from their play before their disappointing UCL final defeat. Fluminense took full advantage with an early goal in the 3rd minute by German Kano. From there, they held Inter at arm's length throughout most of the match. Inter had their chances. They hit the bar and the post, probably deserving more for their effort. But Fluminense overcame them through their intensity, discipline, and rugged defending. They sealed the win with a second goal in the added time, knocking Inter out with a final score of 2-0. That brought us to the last matchup of this side of the bracket between Man City and Al-Hilal. There's not much more to be said about City. They have been the most dominant team in the EPL for the last decade. And while they were struggling for a stretch in the middle of the season just past, Guardiola still managed to steer them around. They finished 3rd in the EPL and their recovery continued in Club World Cup, breezing past Group G with ease, which included Italian giant Juventus. Al-Hilal finished runner-up of Group H but showed their pedigree by holding Real Madrid to a draw. Watching Al-Hilal is like a where are they now for top European stars. The aforementioned Inter coach Simone Inzaghi is now Al-Hilal's new coach, and their squad boasts the talent of Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, former Wolves captain Ruben Neves, ex-Barca winger Malcolm, and former Napoli star defender Koulibaly. All of them played important roles in the most entertaining match so far in the tournament. Malcolm's pace caused a lot of trouble for City in the counter, with Milinkovic-Savic and Neves providing through balls after through balls to cut City open. City, however, dominated possession and opened the scoring inside the first 10 minutes through Bernardo Silva. But then, Marcos Leonardo and Malcolm scoring within 6 minutes of each other to flip the match on its head. Al-Hilal's lead, though, lasted just 3 minutes and Haaland equalized in the 55th minute. The game went to extra time where the goals kept coming. Koulibaly made it 3-2 in the 94th minute of extra time, before Foden again equalized for City. Then in the 112th minute, Marcos Leonardo got his second of the night to put Al-Hilal in front once more, and this time, they managed to hold on to the lead to win the match 4-3. It's quite a statement win for the Saudi side. And there we have it, the second quarterfinal, Fluminense versus Al-Hilal. Now that we're caught up on this side of the bracket, let's do a quick preview of the two quarterfinal matches. The first to play is actually Fluminense versus Al-Hilal. This is an interesting one and hard to predict. While it's easy to name the star players of Al-Hilal, Brazilian teams have been performing really well in this competition. Maybe because they're in the middle of the season, maybe it's because they're more accustomed to the weather, or maybe because they have all been well supported throughout. Either way, it won't be easy for both teams. But if Al-Hilal can keep the intensity they showed against Man City, they will be very hard to beat. The same goes for Palmeiras versus Chelsea. Palmeiras have shown themselves to be well organized and disciplined, but Chelsea have been improving from match to match. Should Chelsea be able to control the tempo of the match, and with their quality in attack, it's difficult to see Palmeiras advancing. So that's it for this side of the bracket. We'll come back for the other side of the bracket with another video. So who do you think will go through? Who do you think will go all the way? Let me know in the comment. And as always, please be nice. And thank you so much for watching. This is our only second video. If you enjoyed the content, please help the channel grow by clicking like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss another story. This is Ricky from Between the Lines. Ciao.